Pritzker and Brandon Johnson really, quote-unquote, advocating for the protesters, saying they're sending ISP to help protect the protesters. For over 2 months, I have only seen provocation and violent attacks from ISP, the state police. Obviously, ICE is attacking protesters, but even the police, who are supposed to, quote-unquote, be a median force, kind of a force to, quote-unquote, protect the protesters, are only upholding the status quo, violently attacking protesters. And fundamentally, they did not swear an oath to the mayor. They did not swear an oath to Donald Trump. They did not swear an oath to a particular administration. They swore an oath to the United States Constitution. And at the end of the day, every amendment is being eroded.
We're seeing the Illinois State Police pull back now. We're seeing the Illinois State Police pull back now after creating this path in the street. Folks seem to want to protest in the street, I imagine, to try and obstruct ICE's mission out here a little bit. Do you feel at all deterred by the police presence, or will you continue protesting?
At the end of the day, I think it just reinforces the fact that this is a multifaceted issue. We're not just protesting ICE. We're protesting the private prison industry. We're protesting lack of police accountability. We're protesting a lack of agency, even in the city of Broadview. As a taxpaying citizen, I feel like I cannot even get across to the mayor, let alone Pritzker, let alone the federal administration. I feel like at the end of the day, even the Democrats in office are not upholding, their values of trying to be the pro-labor party, or really even the anti-Trump party. I see a lot of Pritzker statements as pandering towards his base, and when he sends ISP to really uphold the status quo and just kind of finger-wagging at ICE, it really discredits his whole statement, his whole mission as somebody who may run in 28 as the Democratic lead. And I think it's due time we see more people like Mondani, like local, more leftist populist figures, understanding that the private prison industry, anti-war movements, anti-deportation movements are all connected. And fundamentally, we need to protect migrants. We need to protect our workers at home. We need to make sure we're not tied up giving money to Israel or to Argentina to bail out failed economies. At the end of the day, this is a multifaceted issue, and I think fundamentally this is a patriotic issue. This is the issue where Americans are defending the Constitution. They understand exactly what they want in their city government. They want accountability. They want our safety from unlawful search and seizure to be protected. We want to be able to voice our rights and be able to voice the fact that.
Do you feel like you're able to do that right now? Do you feel like you have a voice right now?
Fundamentally, really only to the extent I could post on social media. I could talk with other like-minded people, but sometimes it does seem there's a lot of roadblocks for us to even help migrant families. The other day, a family came to talk to ICE about one of their family members being detained. They had an issue with, I believe, organ transplant and their medication. They weren't responding to their medication. It obviously is a very prescient thing. And what ISP actually told people was, call back tomorrow, call back tomorrow. But officially, this is not supposed to be a detention center. This is supposed to
call back tomorrow for something that is a medical issue.
Not even that. At the end of the day, this is supposed to be a 12-hour or less holding facility. Fundamentally, this has been a detention facility. The other day, the local Catholic church tried to give Eucharist, the communion, to Catholic detainees. They were rejected. They're unable to even have their basic needs met. And we see the Supreme Court upholding the fact that you could racially profile people. You could arrest U.S. citizens. ICE shouldn't have jurisdiction on U.S. citizens, but they could fundamentally detain you. They could say, we don't believe you're a citizen, and you're really at the mercy of a paramilitary force. A lot of these people are not from this community. A lot of the ICE agents are from other states. At the end of the day, it really does seem like an occupying force. These people are not serving the community. They're not even upholding property. The police themselves are obscuring public property. Our tax dollars are being wasted on this. And we see kind of not the best roads. We don't have the best schools. We could actually use where, our high tax dollars are going. Or we could have a positive use, a good use for them.
What was your name?
I'm James.
James, nice to meet you, JT.
Absolutely.
Thank you for talking to us. Right. So there you hear the frustration with the, the complicity that they are saying that this state, that the governor here in Illinois, a Democratic governor, is demonstrating by having state law enforcement out here just to keep a side road clear. I'll point out that this road is not the only approach to that ICE facility. ICE vehicles are able to use another road in and out. So the use of this road, aside from, not even these couple of businesses down here, because in most cases there's not much operation actually happening inside those businesses, but they can also use that back way, I believe, in here to the facility. So to the extent that, anything is being, completely obstructed, I don't believe so. Robert, what were you yelling out to the police there on the bullhorn? We weren't able to hear it from our side.